Good evening, everyone. We're about to start this meeting of January 21st. Can't believe it's already January 21st. Seems like Christmas was last week. But we're going to start it here in a few minutes. And before we do, I'm going to stand for a moment of silence and followed by the Pledge of Allegiance to our country's flag. And anyone who would like to join me, please feel free to do so. Join me in the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, first item on the agenda is roll call. Mr. Johnson, have you got the roll? All righty, I figured you did, but I'd ask anyway. Next item on the agenda is the adoption of regular agenda.
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve by Mr. Daniels, second by Ms. Andrews. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Seeing none, motion carries. Next item on the agenda is approval of the adoption of the consent agenda. Is there a motion?
Motion.
Motion approved by Mr. Wise, second by Ms. Bachman. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Seeing none, motion carries.
Mr. Chair,
Ms. Wise.
I think I missed it,
I
but
thought you did. I was waiting on you.
you didn't wait long enough. Under new business, item 8, 1, 2, 3, and 4, I'd like to amend our motion to approve the regular agenda and include those as one inclusive vote.
Motion been made to amend the agenda. Is there a second? Second by Mr. Gregory. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed? Seeing none, we'll group those items 1, 2, 3, and 4 when we get there. All right, next item on the agenda is consideration of minutes, discussion, and interaction regarding the minutes of the December 3rd, 2019 regular meeting. Is there a motion?
Motion to approve.
Motion approved by Mr. Daniels, second by Mr. Wise. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed? Seeing none, motion carries. Next item on the agenda, discussion and interaction regarding the minutes of the January 7th regular meeting.
Motion to approve.
Motion approved by Mr. Wise, second by Mr. Wilkerson. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Seeing none, motion carries. Next item on the agenda is the fun part. I always enjoy this. Recognition of delegations. Mr. Duncan, I believe you're up.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Board members, I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. To me, it's a very special evening. I'm one that doesn't fit the typical model of the supportive. Well, I don't look like the fan of this particular sport, but I am a cheer dad, so therefore I'm a big passionate supporter of cheer. It's a little bit different sport than what I grew up with. It's not just motivating your fans at a ball game. It is a competition level sport now. And it's amazing what these athletes put into that. So I wanted and I asked if we could recognize a person tonight that has accomplished a wonderful accomplishment, one that has never been done at Beach High School. It's never been accomplished. Let me go back there. It's never been accomplished at Beach High School. It's never been accomplished at Sumner County at all. So it's a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful accomplishment Miss Hannah Lynn has accomplished. We'll get into that in just a second. Let me tell you a little bit about Miss Hannah. She's a senior, and she's accomplished lots of things. Community service, I'm not going to read you the list, but there's a whole page of them. She's done a lot of things to make our community better. And the one that jumps off the page to me was a founding member of the Sumner County Council, Leadership Council. So not only has she done wonderful things for our community, she's done wonderful things to leave a positive legacy behind for the other students. So she's accomplished lots of things in her career here at Sumner County. But what I've asked this board to recognize her tonight was for the fact that she was picked as one of 100 to be on the all-state cheer team, which is a great accomplishment in itself. So she is in the top 100 of the whole state. And this is not based off of sheer skill and athleticism. This is based off of things you do for your community, your academics. It's much more than just being able to compete. So once she made that, there was a group of judges with the Cheering Coaches Association, and they selected Miss Hannah Lynn as Tennessee's Cheerleader of the Year of the whole state of Tennessee. So I'd like to recognize her for that accomplishment tonight. So please come forward. Y'all come around, we'll get a picture. Come on, Coach. That's fine. Just walk this in right there. They can see my orange around you. There we go. Come on, I'll pull this side down. Everybody look, give us a smile. And just to let everybody know that the beach folks are probably slipping out. They've got a huge event tonight. Tonight is the night that they're naming the floor. So if anybody wants to go by there, I believe it's tonight at halftime for the boys' game. So, thank you.
That's okay. All right, congratulations. That is great. Now, now all you folks, you're welcome to stay for the meeting if you'd like. It gets real boring about another 5 or 6 minutes. You'll really love it. But if not, now's about the time you might want to leave. Next item on the agenda is some more recognition, and we're looking forward to that from Mr. Sam Gilbert. And I'd like to say too that he has sitting next to him our former chairman, Mr. Mike Fusels, in the audience with us tonight. So glad to have him with us tonight.
Dr. Phillips, Chairman Brewer, members of the board, thank you for giving me the opportunity to share some exciting things that are going on for our schools and at Rock Castle with you tonight. My name is Sam Gilbert, and I'm a teacher at Hendersonville High School. I teach English classes there. And I'm also the executive director of Historic Rock Castle, which is just down the road from Hendersonville High School. And I wanted to share with you about an event that goes on at Rock Castle every year. It sort of grew out of the old Daniel Smith days that some of you remember. And there are a number of mission points that Rock Castle really believes in. And one of those is educating our community. And another one is connecting the community. And so this event does both those things really well. And this has been a partnership between Rock Castle and Sumner County Schools now for several years. And specifically, Dr. Phillips and Selena Elmore has been such a valuable resource in communicating with the local elementary schools and the teachers. And she and Clint and Dr. Phillips managed to get the students to Rock Castle, and Rock Castle handles all the operations of the event. And we bring in 30 different stations. These are educators, and they come out and they are specifically there to teach our local students about life in the late 1700s. What was it like when Rock Castle was just being built and people were moving westward, and the Mississippi River was the true western boundary of colonies. And there's so much local history that our students don't often get to experience. And this is one really amazing event that tries to get as much in front of these students as possible. And so there are 22 Sumner County elementary schools that have participated. This is an event that is offered free to every fourth grade student in our county. And we're just really excited that we're able to do that and partner with Sumner County Schools in this way. There are some other people that have been involved. David Boger with Boger Construction, who does a lot of construction projects for Sumner County Schools. Len Silverman with Huntington Learning Center. Barry Young with Sumner County Tourism, and the Memorial Foundation. They've also partnered with us to make this available to our local students. But instead of me talking through each of the points and the stations that the kids get to experience, we've prepared a video for you, and we want to share that with you now. So that's the last thing I'll say, but thank you for the opportunity to share this with you. Thank you for partnering with us to make this available to our students, and it is making a huge impact, and we've seen that already just in conversing with teachers, and you'll see it in the faces of the kids as well. Thank you.
Sam didn't tell you, he is a teacher at Hendersonville High School, but he's an unbelievable teacher. He's an awesome teacher. He left that part out. So, and then he does a tremendous job with Rock Castle. And Sam, they've grown this. How many? We had 22 schools participate this year.
22 schools, over 2,000 students just from Sumner County alone. About 1,200 of their parents also came out, and then a number of other students from other counties also expressed interest, and they came up as well.
So this has grown from literally just a couple of schools
Yep.
to now that many of our kiddos get to experience this over the course of 3 days.
It's 2 days.
Split them up in 2 days.
Thursday and Friday.
So,
October.
ton of folks down there. We always obviously pray for good weather and all that kind of stuff. But we'll let you guys know next year because you can go out, and if you have time, an hour or two, it's an amazing thing to see that many of our young people out there organized, learning about our local history. And that's one thing that the reason that we jumped on it. And we have other things around the county that we do as field trips and specific things, but we wanted several years ago to make sure that we connected our kiddos here to our history in Sumner County. And you'd be surprised how many kiddos will grow up and never get a chance to go to some of the wonderful things that we have across our county that are historical and that sometimes maybe they don't even know about until they become adults. So thank you, Sam, for all your work. Mike, for the Rock Castle board who helped to kind of get us going on the first year or so. And then as we've expanded it, the sponsorships that you recognized. And then I can't say enough about Clint, because Clint gets all of them there and all of them back to their school and then home. So it's a lot of moving parts to get that many kiddos there on those 2 days. But just want to say thank you, Sam. Thank you, Mike, and Rock Castle, and hope it continues for a long, long time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Can I say one thing?
All right, if we, thank you.
Well, it gets really boring here in a minute. Miss Andrews has something she'd like to say.
I just want to say
think,
too
you leave.
before Mr. Gilbert leaves, just again, thank you so much for investing. As I echo everything that Dr. Phillips said, I know you to be not only a wonderful teacher, but you're just an incredible person that even outside of the classroom are investing in our next generation. And I just want to say how much I appreciate that and how much I appreciate yours and your family's dedication to Rock Castle and allowing us to come out there and to do that. So.
Amen.
And Mr. Wilkerson.
Does it fall on a certain week of October? Is it?
Sam?
It's, I think, the 15th and 16th this year. It's either the 15th and 16th or 17th and 18th. It's whatever that Thursday and Friday is.
Okay.
Of that week.
So it's like the third week?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
And we'll make sure too. that
15th
we-
and 16th.
Yeah,
15th.
15th, 16th. We'll make sure that we send something out. I'll have JJ put it down, and maybe the week before that, we'll send you guys an email and say, hey, Rock Castle event's next week. If you get a chance, go. Yes, ma'am.
I don't want to cut into this. I just wanted to say thank you very much. And I think we should have a calendar of events at each school. It would really help us a lot.
It's online.
The individual schools are one big calendar.
Yeah, we did that.
The calendar on our website, Kelly Flood collects monthly. She collects the events from every school, and we put it on our website. So yeah, if you go to the calendar on our website, it'll have every event for every school that Kelly is aware of and that we put on there.
Yeah. We've been doing that for a while since Kelly's been here.
Would you like to print it off and have it in our booth? I
Yeah,
think
we
it would
can-
be
we can make it-
wonderful.
Yeah, we can print it to you monthly, but yeah, it's on there. Tells you everything.
You're a
that's
good man.
He didn't do anything, just Kelly.
I told Kelly to do it.
Don't give JJ a shout out this early in the
No,
morning.
no, it's too early. It's too early. Thank y'all. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Mike.
And we'd also like to welcome the Leadership Sumner folks back in the back that's here with us today. Glad to have y'all here. Next item on the agenda is comments from our attorney. Executive session is in order, I think.
Yes.
And so we will recess the meeting until the executive session's order, and we'll reconvene after that. So. All right, meeting back in session now, and next item on the agenda is report from the director.
Had a good start to the second semester. A lot of people disappointed that we haven't had any snow, but I'm not.
We had snow.
Well, quicker during the school day. Quicker we get to spring weather, the happier I'll be. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you, Dr. Phillips. Next item on the agenda is new business, and we voted to add item 1, 2, 3, and 4 all in one motion. Is there a motion? Motion approved by Ms. Wise, second by Ms. Hayes. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed? Seeing none, motion carries. Next item on the agenda, unfinished business, discussion and interaction regarding amendments to the general purpose budget. Motion approved by Mr. Daniels, second by Mr. Gregory. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed? Seeing none, motion carries. Next item, discussion and interaction regarding amendment to the federal budget. Is there a motion? Motion approved by Ms. Bachman. Second by Ms. Hayes. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed? Seeing none, all motion carries. Next item on the agenda is discussion of study session items. Mr. Johnson, what you got for us?
We have a pretty full boat for the next study session. We'll have our first round of TSBA policies where we've had some tweaks. They've sent us, I think last count we've had about 6 that are going to be updated to comply with state law. We've also got the curriculum guide. We'll have the auditors here to talk about our audit, and that's what I think that's it. So, but yeah, we'll have a pretty full boat next study session.
So don't plan anything. All right, next item on the agenda is communication from board members. Ms. Hayes, would you like to start us off?
Chairman Brewer, thank you. I do apologize, Chairman Brewer, for being late this evening. I got behind the train at the railroad station. I was already running late. So yeah, sitting there waiting forever. It is a great start to this semester. A lot of exciting things going on in the District 1 area. One thing most recently, last week, I attended the CTE meeting at Hendersonville High School. Chase did a great job leading that advisory council. Very informational. I love the community involvement, but beginning to hear the other teachers, and it's just a really good brainstorming and collaborative meeting. And Jimmy Johnston just does a great job with Ford Sumner, and what we can do to better equip our kids, educated, skilled labor, and then the robotics. Mr. Wilkerson's class, I mean, unbelievable. These kids, and in their faces, they love it. These kids that are in there, I mean, it's just, they're our future. I just see this excitement in their eyes, and but really appreciate you. You do a great job in leading this county with that, Chase. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Chairman. Just a couple of things. I had the honor of doing the ribbon cutting at the One-to-One Health Clinic, and I don't know that they'll ask me to do that again. I did. Just a little old lady really chomped on the scissors there, but we did well. It's a wonderful facility. If you all have a chance to tour it, it's great. I think Kelly sent out some information about some upcoming things. I think Norma, it's still on Thursday the 30th from 9 till noon at Station Camp. We'll have Every Kid is a Hero. It's they're going to have 200 CDC students that are going to be their own superheroes and get special comics and do all that kind of thing. So, and like I say, it's on Thursday the 30th from 9 till noon. So I think that'd be a great something to attend. And thank you, Norma, for getting that together. I'm sure you did.
Well, I'd like to, it was actually the Student Leadership Council that really has worked hard on that project and bringing that to fruition, and going to be hosting and doing all the events that day.
Okay, that should be exciting morning to see. I love to see those guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Bachman. Ms. Andrews.
Yes, I just want to update everyone on our next luncheons. We have one scheduled for next Tuesday, the 28th. It is at 11 o'clock, and we'll be going to Rucker. And then on your card that we handed out in August, we had a to be determined for the Bison Grill, and that is now scheduled for February the 5th. It is at 11:30. The Bison Grill, it is $6 for your entree and drink. If you want dessert, it's an extra $1. And just to remind everybody, with the Bison Grill is where the special needs CDC class there at Station Camp High School are going to be preparing and serving lunch that day. So it's always a great time. It's a great program to support and enjoy going and being a part of that. So that is February the 5th at 11:30. They don't start serving that day until 11:30. So that one's different.
You say February 5th?
For the Bison Grill. And then the 28th for Rucker.
Thank you,
Bison
Sandy.
Grill's at Station Camp.
What means station?
I mean, I did say go Bucks, but this one's at Station Camp.
Mr. Duncan?
I just want to remind everybody that tonight is the floor dedication for Boots. It will be at halftime for the boys game. Hopefully we'll get out of here in time for everybody to do that. Also, we're 16 days from the Cheer Nationals. There are a number of teams from Sumner County going. Everybody knows who I'm rooting for, but I'd like to wish everybody in the county that's going good luck.
Thank you, Mr. Duncan. Mr. Daniels?
Thank you.
All right. Ms. Wise? Ms. Brown?
I'd like to comment about something you may find very strange, but I had to go the crack of dawn to see my granddaughter before she left for go back to college, and had to go down Station Camp Road. And I saw what I think was an amazing feat. You know, all those people are turning left. There's no light. They're trying to get into school. And 3 or 4 cars would go by, and then the next one would stop. And then 3 or 4 cars would go by, and the next one would stop. I thought it was just, I've never seen that work anywhere else. So I was thrilled with the people in that community back in there coming through and letting the students get to school. So I thought that was something worth mentioning.
Thank you, Ms. Brown. Ms. Gregory?
It's cold.
I think we can all get an amen on that. Mr. Wilkerson?
No comment.
All right. I'll end us with this. Since there's been no kudos given tonight, I will give some to Miss Naomi and our HR department tonight, because the ones that we just passed, they've worked awful hard on those 4, and so they've done a great job on those. And so kudos to Miss Naomi and the HR department tonight. And with that, we are adjourned.